Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. So this is mouth rigging 2. We are going to continue doing this rigging experimentation and pre-production for this character that is original of mine. And then okay, so on the previous one I was creating those bones here, but then I assigned some automatic waves, and of course I'm not expert in this thing. I usually use assign automatic from bones, and of course this was not good enough. Far from that, it was horrible. And now we're going to go immediately to those wave painting problematics. I have there are two separated objects, like the interior of the mouth and the body, so that's fine. I found a way to keep them separated, and I've shown it in the past. So there's the edge, this edge ring there that it's mirrored the mesh, so it's an edge ring, whatever. It is a vertex group. It is contained in a vertex group which is shrink wrapping negatively, that is inside the face. So this is very interesting. I've never seen that. I've used this in this rig. There's a similar structure, like for the inner. It works differently, but the concept is nearly the same. There is this eyelids border here. Maybe we need colors to see that. So just what's that? Okay, so you see there's this mesh there with a different color. That is the eyelids. There's the eyelids mesh, the face skin mesh, and the eyelids border mesh, which is slightly more yeah, it's a different mesh, and that is the thing that is going inwards, and it's this edge ring here is shrink wrapped to the eye surface mesh object, but inside, be it this one, inside here, and it keeps a distance from the object but from behind it, while the eyelids mesh, it keeps, that we see here. I'll just show you how this thing is posable. But I need to find my armature. Alright, so let's see some bones here. And so this mesh of the eyelids, it is shrink wrapped to the same eye surface there, but in front of it. So it's another vertex group, not eyelids border, but shrink wrap eyelids, just eyelids. So all the eyelids, and so it's outside surface, while the other one is inside. Yeah, that's it, inside. So the values don't need to be negative here, there's just positive, because the object target is the same. They just go in front or behind. It's relative to normals, right? Inside, outside. Okay, never mind. So that was just a brief explanation. And so apparently, to keep the objects like that, oh, hold on, I have to hide mirror always for interior of the mouth, because it's quite complicated to model and rig that, right? It's always in the way, the body, the mesh. And so the difficulty sometimes is the mesh is not connected, but it's glued nonetheless, using that same technique and with wave painting too. But here things are not working properly. Apparently something got wrong here. Hold on, I'll have to... What's going on? Where's my model? Everything got... Okay, let me load the file. I don't want to be dealing with that. Okay, so here my object again. Let's take off mirror modifier. Let's take off this these bones there, and let's see. Okay, so there is something. Well, it's not failing, but let's see if we pause. Yeah, there's some failure here. I should investigate why this is happening. It was working fine apparently. So apparently it is being deformed, yes, that mesh. Let's check its wave. Oh, maybe there are blend waves and that is causing... Yeah, so maybe this the out... No, because these bones are... They affect the body, not the interior of the mouth, although they could. So... Alright, so no, it's not these bones. But let's see the other bones that we have. Okay, there's this one. And... Okay, so there's this one. I have to remake these bones, maybe even delete them, but let's see. Okay, so this is some shape here for character design, and this is... So this will be the top lip and bottom lip, but actually those become useless because we've made this structure, bendy bone splines for the all around the mouth, right? So, however, the shin bone, the chin bone, jaw bone, this is kind of useful. Currently, this is just a deformed control bone. It's stacking the functionalities. Alright, but this is for the body. Actually, what I needed to check is if if there are any waves affecting this object. Okay, so there's the jaw. All the rest seems to be... Yeah, there's nothing. So, alright, that's expected. I didn't create any additional stuff there. So, okay, so these are... Let's see. There's just this deforming bone and the head bone, which doesn't matter because I'm not using, which is a whole stuff, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm not using that auto-normalize, so that's fine. That means that the head will move everything as a whole, right? Here. Can even lock this, but first let's sort by name. Alright, I just kept that organized already. Alright, so now yeah, so I'm concerned what's happening this because this is slightly experimental. Maybe what is going wrong is that I've made it snapping. Maybe I've made some mistake about the snapping. So let's hide the armature for now. And I remember for working like this I need unfortunately there are some issues with the mirror modifier, so let's have to... Alright, so let's snap face project, and of course, oh, maybe I forgot included, maybe that was it, yeah. So let's enable this. Okay, so let's start snapping this mesh here, although it might be already snapped. This might not be enough, right, what I'm doing here, but at least it would give some organization of the mesh, or reorganization, just in case it got disorganized. So just making sure here it will follow this mesh. Then this part ends. Okay, this is back to the beginning, actually not to the beginning but in the middle, right, in the clipping region. Okay, don't need to snap anymore, but maybe we need to clip, so let's keep pushing those things. Actually, for this I can just do this and push it to X. Okay, it's clipped. That's fine. The mirror modifier is clipping and merging. That's great. However, now I'll see if that made any difference. Now we see it's still having interpenetration, even though I have asked this thing, the shrink wrap here, which goes after the armature modifier. Oh, F set negative, that's why. So apparently I got mistaken. This should go... It's inside the body, and so this is the back of the faces. We're inside the mouth cavity. It could be offset 0, but this is dangerous, so let's keep like... Can I make something? Yeah, we could do something like that. Not sure if it will be, but yeah, so it was just a stupid mistake there. Let's leave it like that since we can. And now let's go back on posing, and let's see if this if we detect any bad behavior there. No, apparently I saw something there. What's that? This is probably something else on the mouth shape. What else? I think it's the gums. I don't have gums, it's the... Okay, there's a way to check this. Let's see on transparency, X-ray. Yeah, the shape is... It's hard to visualize. Yeah, there's some... Alright, is the whole thing there after the teeth, the bottom teeth, they go... Okay, so this is of course an exaggeration. Eventually something like that can happen on exaggerated poses, so of course I intend to fix all those things. So also this jaw thing, we didn't solve everything for it. But apparently here is happening, so maybe there are too much waves on that part, right? So we're gonna assess this. For this, it should be better that I... Oh, this was happening. I was getting... Alright, so let's take off the mirror modifier here. So you see that there's same for here. Don't need the mirror modifier for this wave painting thing. Then we going to access here. Let's see the state of this. Alright, so the question is, in principle this should have full waves, right? But what might be happening wrong here is that the way this thing gets close to the... Yeah, so maybe the mesh itself, it's on a bad angle. So maybe we should reassess how this is set. There's a way to simplify this because I have some hiding vertex groups. So let's use this. I just want to work with the bottom part, so that will be this. So oh, of course, but this is as the pose. We need to reset pose for this thing. Now let's, okay, no, not this. We want to make some rearrangements. So you see here, if this goes down, maybe this thing is going too much diagonal this way. Let's try to reorganize this. I'll use some proportional editing here just to simplify. After I can make better organization of the... Okay, I see I'll be changing the bones that are snapping, so this is not very adequate. So let's see. Yeah, don't want to, just want to... Okay, this is not moving those vertices, right? So just try to get... Oh, they can move, yes. Yeah, so this is actually not safe. There's a safer way though. Let's deselect all this. Let's just hide this vertex, and now, yes, this should be safe. Let's pick those vertices here and make our reorganization. Yeah, you see this thing pointing forward, it's like bizarre. So let's make some having a more top view now, it's might be better to, but it's not, I should not, yeah, I should be careful about what I'm doing here, because maybe what I'm doing sounds logical from this perspective, but then I might not be respecting certain aspects of the character design. So anyways, this, yeah, at least this will having some, getting some improvements here. Yeah, so very stylized teeth, right? That should work. Maybe we can push this slightly, organize this mesh here. Yes, what about this? Could do this. Reorganize this. I don't have gum. Yeah, if I had gum, it would be around surrounding this. Why I don't have a surrounding? Yeah, mesh topology here. This doesn't make sense. Let's fix this. So now, yes, why not? Let's subdivide this. Then this, why it's not aligned this way. A lot of things, details here to fix, but those teeth, they really could be larger for the inward position. Yeah, that could be much better also if we, in case we see these teeth from the outside, it could be cool that we see this very large structures. I have to do similar adjustments for the top later on. Alright. Yeah, we could give some shape like that too. I'm not specialist in teeth, so on mounting there, so this is kind of the first time I'm developing this thing from a more definitive use, right, for 3D animation. So there are a lot of things here I need to explore and sort of learn from scratch somewhat. I have some conceptions, I know how certain things are done, but from other tutorials and research, but I'm not expert anyhow in solving these problems. So it's very complicated multi-interior up to my experience, but as we get better in Blender or in CG, it starts to get more natural, to less, how do you say, starts to look less complicated, right? So have made as we make this more than once, many times now, right? We start to get good at it eventually. So here I think I'm going to dissolve this, or at least this one. Then here we're going to merge at last. Then we have okay, then we have this, and this we can dissolve, right, like that. Or yeah, let's I have to decide which one. Yes, probably that one. So let's start merging those things. And here too. Okay, so and then this I can, yeah, better. This affected other things here. So there's a, this is a bit messy. So here 1 2 3 4 5. All right, this is correct, but this should go there. 5-star pole too. All right, but then a trigon right here could be, yeah, we can live with it, but we can also dissolve all this thing here, right? And perhaps make a big subdivision here. Let's also, why this is not looping? Oh, some lacking connection there. Is that correct now? Yes. What is this? Oh, this is for the tongue, right? So it's the lateral of the tongue. Let's see. Yes, so smooth this out. It selects out the side of the tongue. This is dangerous. Okay, good to be aware of. Here we can play with that. I don't like this face loop here, so let's find something else for this. So this face loop could be better to, yeah, it goes sideways, right? Why not? Why? Oh, I see something weird here. Non-existent. Okay, so yes, I see what I can do. Maybe that's what happened. So let's push this here. Let's then reorganize here. Then here we're going to go in this direction. We connect there. All right. Now we can smooth here. Here we can probably dissolve that, but then some, of course, something bad will be there. Here I can make a sort of looping around. Yeah, at that time when I created those, they were not doing anything of this kind, so let's try to solve this right now. Looks like we are missing something here. This should have a subdivision, right? And this will ruin the simplicity of the tongue. Maybe it's good to have this, right? So yeah, maybe it's not bad. Okay, another thing here that is not a very interesting loop. So let's lock it. Can do the same there. Here also have issues. So let's do the same thing here. All right. Okay, then side. Okay, so now we made that thing there, right? So now should be easier to solve something here. To get this, and here let's merge that. Here we can dissolve that, get here, then this starts to loop that way. Yeah, except that we've made that. Let's dissolve those things for now. At least I have this new feature here, and it doesn't end right there. There's some old structure here. Okay, dissolve vertex, no. Dissolve edges. Alright, and here of course this means we can get rid perhaps of this one, dissolve that one. And so we keep simplifying this whole structure. Alright, I know this might be quite uninteresting in many ways, but it's not the kind of shape we don't see every day, unless we are dentists or but yes, necessary. I don't know how to make those things easily, so it's modeling is time consuming also. Making mesh, adjusting mesh topology. This is an old thing that I've made a long time ago, and then never touched it again, and now I'm sort of retaking it, taking as it was, so at least I didn't waste time having to remake this thing, but I need to adjust it, right? Many things to solve here. This is already the teeth. Yeah, so for the top teeth, there's certainly those things. So what I'm going to do here, I have a seam selection there. Let's hide everything. Let's see if I can get some better shapes there. Like a bit like as I was doing for the other one, except that yeah, without reference, so this can be, might not be very accurate, but should give improvements. I can always solve later. They don't need to be equal, right? Just visually equal is already good enough. Visually visual accuracy is good enough for this. And I'll check that later. Right now I just want to make basic adjustments. What is this? Oh right, so we have this trigon here. It was on purpose because we've made a subdivision there. We didn't want to. Alright, this is acceptable. Just get these shapes better. And let's also, yeah, it's annoying that this doesn't select, this loop here doesn't select automatically. So I could try to find ways to improve that, but not right now. Alright, so what's that? Now we can unhide that. There's some shape there that probably can be... Oh, that's same thing here. We don't have this face loop, right? We can... Let's create that. So I guess subdivide here. Then merge here. Yeah, no, it's not that the correct way. Okay, then we okay, let's cross here, then dissolve that. Make this and dissolve here, and okay, there it goes. Now this goes all the way to loop around there. That's fine. Then we can... Alright, and what is this one doing? Oh, there's something lacking here. We can just do this. Alright, and why it stops there? Apparently there's something wrong in these faces, so let's hide the tongue quickly. Okay, this loops around this. Alright, do we have... No, we don't have here, so let's do the same system here. Here we can approach this part, then let's cross everything here and dissolve. We don't need these things now. Dissolve everything, yes. Then this becomes like that. Okay, we can smooth this. Okay, then and yeah, let's grow this. I don't have gums, I've already said this, so it's like the top and bottom arcade they are making like for gums. Yeah, the shape here of the teeth are chaotic. I need to revise that at some point. Emergency, call a dentist. Alright, they will be horrified, or at least very intrigued if they see this state. There are many stylization I could do this. As you can see, this is extremely stylized. Alright, we see that we have excessive loops on here, then, so maybe this is not necessary. Let's see where it goes. There's a star there. 5-star pole, is that? Oh, this thing is on the way. Okay, maybe this helps. Alright, so maybe this is required for the top, then why not for the bottom? Okay, let's do something here. I just hide that. Now let's go back, work on that one. Alright, so let's investigate here. The idea is simplify. So why do I have the need for this but not for the bottom? Oh, the bottom is actually, this is still wrong. It's just one thing. Right, we can one, two, three, four, five, correct. Aha, found something here. Oh no, this is just that feature, right? Don't know if I no, this is strange, right? This subdivision, so let's not do this. And now this is, there's probably a simple way to solve that. Okay, this loops all around. Okay. Could go like a quad that way. All right, then. Yeah, so maybe to organize I could paint this as a gum mesh, even though I don't have this yet. For now, let's do that. So let's see if I get any material here. Yeah, I can make a duplicate of that and actually, how do you do this? Would be like something like that, and I get this. Let's give this some yeah, not really a great color, but now it's too dark. Let's give it that color. Nothing to do with gums, but it will help us differentiate. Still not actually. All right, it helps a little. Let's see now what we can do about excessive subdivisions. Okay, so here I have to care about these crucial face loops. So it's natural that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 1, 2, 3, 4 go for this. Then we have this larger face loop that goes all around. The bottom part is much simpler apparently. For some reason, maybe that, oh, this is because the top of, strange, it's very different. Maybe that part of the mouth here on the top requires more subdivisions, maybe that's why. Though I could simplify here. Might not be wise to do that. Yeah. Okay, so 4, remember, and this is one of the most important. This marks the end of this loop, right? So maybe I could give some. No, I don't have this system for this, so never mind. Let's just push this here, and yeah, important thing to know is that this loops around. Okay. Then here, let's see what else. Is that really required? Can't we sort of join the stuff here? Maybe we can, so it would be like we want to connect this to there, right? Let's see from the interior perspective. Yes, from the interior perspective, makes sense that we could simplify that thing. So let's take a look again. Okay, we get this. All these things also could be simplified at some point. So yeah, so this is the, let's say this is the critical part where stuff should be simplified from that. So let's make some attempts here. At last, at last, at last, at last. Here we could get these things here. Why do I have all those systems here? Also, this doesn't sound very relevant. This probably can change these things here. This is very arbitrary, and this is just a hole, so there's no need to be a continuity here in the mesh topology. This could also mean that, yeah, okay, so also let's skip. This could also mean that this could be well, since it's a hole, it's actually important to that is a hole. The tongue, this is where the tongue connects, but it's similar factor. All right, we can. The hole is actually that. So what we can do from that? Yeah, we pick this. This part is a bit too overly complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this shouldn't be happening. Small problem here. Well, never, I don't think this will be really a problem. If it is, we'll... Yeah, but this should be avoided. Excessive... In my simplification process, I couldn't find a way to solve it right now. So we are going to make some subdivision here, at least that. We can... This is the top of the mouth, so we can reshape this for now this way. Smooth this out. This part we need to investigate how this is going to end. Here, of course, we can... Yeah, we can dissolve that. Then this ends like here, all right. And here also, yes, strange mesh topology going here, so just like here and wait. Okay, do I need this? Yes, I need this because of the tongue. Alright, so maybe a last yeah, it would be good to have something here. I just don't know. Yeah, the last part can have something like that. And just here, let's see how. Isn't it clipping? I don't understand why. Oh, mirror. Alright. But don't want this last nor this one. Then X, no thing like here. Okay, all clipping, fine. And okay, everything seems to be working here. And this, how to solve that? Minimum detail, right? But I think solve, and here all right. That's if I ever find more ways to simplify this later, then that's great. But for now, this should be enough retakes for this part. Smoothing out the shapes, and we need to see the deforms, right? And would be better if I visualize the character here. Okay, so I didn't make the change there. Well, I did make, but you see they are still so apparently the mesh that I pointed is shrink wrapping behind, but the mesh here of the teeth is getting into the chin, into this. So maybe this is happening because the wave painting of this is not very strong here. we'll investigate that. Yeah, the waves here are not maximum, so perhaps you can augment little waves here for the shin bone. Maybe I took that off a little because it was bad at some point. I'm not sure this will solve the problem. Well, it kind of helped, but it's still interpenetrating, and it's in this area, so it's right below the bottom lip, and this probably is because also here, yeah, even slight waves difference can be enough to cause this kind of problem, as long as we keep transforming the bone. Eventually you'll be stacking minimum chunks and stacking and stacking and stacking, and when you see, you have already a substantial result rate. But no, it's not the case that we got. So instead, well, there is enough distance, so this is, yeah, now this is becoming a little how do you say, oh, it's better from here. Okay, so now I'm starting to get a bit concerned about this, because okay, I don't have proportional editing. I'll try to take this sort of apart from okay, so why the, oh, okay, I should not disable the mirror modifier, right? I should actually just not show it like here, right? So anyways, yeah, so what I need to do, I want to, yeah, but this is wrong. The teeth, they shouldn't be that far from the bottom lip. I see that something is very wrong here. Actually, this mouth is okay, so there's some issues there. Let's okay, I need to deselect. Well, never mind, I'll fix whatever there later. So first, let's just snap this to clip this, right? Okay, it's clipped. Then apparently a lot of this is wrong. If we check the state of the take off this, yes, from here. So if we check the state of this, better with vision right here, vertical. Okay, so here's a frontal view, but we don't see very well because the mouth is closed. But then, okay, join area, let's make a vertical. Okay, so I'm using the keyboard to have a better, so I'm gonna keep this this distance if possible. So traveling with those controllers, keypad, and control, right? Okay, here I go up, I need to go up here too. Okay, so as we can see, of course, if I added X-ray here, it could be, no, it's not good enough, too confusing. Yeah, this won't help a lot. Don't know how to. Okay, it's clear that the bottom lip starts here, so this is too low. I haven't seen that, so let's make a complete. Yeah, moving it on Y and X, so maybe this will improve the shrink wrapping thing, but there's more than this. Yeah, the teeth are not actually clenching or whatever. In the rest pose for the teeth, which I think could be closed, it's not matching well, so maybe I should be able to do that. And I think I've tilted this in a wrong way, so now it's harder. This character design, you see, maybe I need to follow this line of the chin, so this will be something, yeah, it's a bit like here, and I need to be guided by, yeah, it's a bit difficult. I'm inclined to leave it like this. I need to assess the teeth. Unfortunately, the front view won't be enough here, and this tilting should help in while the mouth opens, the jaw goes down, that this doesn't, yeah, it doesn't like rotate like in this way, right? So this is what was happening. It was wrongly rotated. It needed to be aligned with the jaw, so which is not very easy to know exactly. I think something like that. Yeah, so this is the middle of between the lips, apparently. Not that the teeth, this will be the space where the teeth meet. Maybe the upper teeth should be, but they will be touching, right? So I'll take a reference of the upper teeth arcade to be here, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna pick the rest and push it down, push it up without rotating. So fortunately I have vertex groups for that, and then I'll solve all that later. So now I'm going to pick the lower part. Actually, I think I can include, yeah, let's include this in the lower part, why not? So a sign, and then since we are doing this, let's also fix this for the upper part. A sign. Okay, lower part, we are going to, I'm not using proportional editing, this will ruin everything, so I'm going to push all this mesh up. We'll try to put the teeth behind, the lower arcade behind. Yeah, as it will be natural, and we'll be solving those posings here as best as we can, and by making these iterations many over and over again, I believe I eventually will have a good have this solved, right? Yeah, this will be a bit challenging from the way I'm trying to do here. Maybe I need a smarter idea here. Not sure, but yeah, what I'm sure that I need to move this. Well, actually, the thief, they meet here somewhat. It's just in the front, so their rotations, yeah, it's more like here that they should be different, so something like that. This is very wrong, so let's, I am using the wrong thing here. Yeah, maybe this is painful to watch, but it works, whatever. This should be okay. And then for this part is a bit confusing for me now. What should I do? I should take reference on my own teach and see. Oh, I see, okay. Then I don't have enough thief differentiation here to have more reference, but yeah, it's just here that they get sort of. Oh, I can use this reference too. All right, so here they don't need to get this nor here, so it's more about, I can also use the top bones here, the top teeth here, and try to make some sort of alignment. So here they can already sort of align, right? Start align, if you can talk about aligning teeth. Of course, they shouldn't be interpenetrating. Maybe the top bones here are too small in relation to the others. Yeah, maybe I should enlarge this. Yeah, this is pretty chaotic right now. It's not ugly, it's just chaotic. Like it works, right? Subdivision helps a lot here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, this is the bad one. Hold on, why do I have this thing here? Was this the only one that has this problem? No, there's the bottom one here that also had this problem. Okay, maybe an opportunity here to get rid of this stuff. Why don't I go surrounding here as well? Can get okay, something is not working here as expected. This is from the tongue. Yeah. Alright, so usually what they do here for this thing has a really bad proposition here for so if I wanted to do that, it would be this. Now another looping all around, another complicated looping there, and this all vertices. Why this tone goes so high here? Of course this is not required. Maybe it was required before, now it is not. Maybe, yeah, all this shape of the tongue, well, as I rig the tongue, I should be able to revise everything for the tongue. So we see if we need anything, what we need, what we don't need. Okay, this is fine here. Then here we can start yeah, this is not relevant. We could start using this. Let's just merge here. Yeah, finally. Here 1 2 3 4 5, that's okay. This closer here, and what is this? Let's put the soundtrack back. Then let me go back to the chat and the file. Right, right, so here same logic. Let's try to get this thing looping around here, and so I could probably get rid of this complication here. Yes, then here this would connect to here, but the looping is not correct. This would continue looping there, so it will mean let's displace that. No, hold on. Delete this edge, then connect this here, right? Hold on, this. Alright, so here we start to get this finally. Okay, I solved that, I hope. Yes, I solved that thing. 6-pole that was there, and got that loop similar to the although this is nonsensical, so let's just continue here, here, and perhaps that way, so we can dissolve that. Here it stops because we need this, and here we go. The loop around the gums. This will help us if I want to differentiate the gums even more. I can actually have gums if I pick perhaps this and leverage these yeah, it's already kind of working like mini gums. That is not that simple. If I wanted, I don't have enough mesh geometry, but yeah, this gives already some. We can develop that further later. Then if I push this down, I can have start developing that better, right? Here, what's happening there? Wow, what's this is chaotic. Right, in the idea of developing gums, we'd have this, like, the seam here going up and this going down, right? And this other here even going more down, except that we're not... this is curving towards the end and here it's inwards. So I'd like to have this. Let's see how it is doing here. Here is not actually doing much. There's I see. Let's hide this for now. Alright, here I need to split this thing, right? Otherwise I'll never have... It's like... need to have like a crossing here. I think it means that... I'm not sure what is capable of doing that. A diamond quad probably. It would be like... this connecting to this, right? Okay, and we don't need also these interpenetrations here. Can solve them already from here. Hold on. Okay, let's pick all that and smooth. Same here. I've done it so many times and now I don't remember how to... Okay, so this loop is not good. I want it to go instead like... to end here, right? But then I have this subdivision to handle. Okay, now this solved not. I think I'm tired. I'm not able to think properly on mesh topology. Okay, so this. It's like I needed an additional thing in the middle, right? Well, I could just kill it with this, right? Yeah. For now, let's leave it like that. But then I want the continuation here. This is the part that I had something good, but I don't know how to. Alright, so I don't want to dissolve that. I see. This needs to keep going in that direction. Yeah. Well, this must switch to that direction, so it's like I need an additional, unless I dissolve that. Here with this strange okay, so here I need to connect there. Okay, here I got something relevant. This goes there. Maybe I should make a subdivision here, just because this is a too critical area. Then if I go connections here, I see a face loop here that makes little sense. It will be the third, so 1, 2, so that's why we don't actually need this. This, let's, after I reassess this thing, so here it's okay. It's okay to smooth this out for now. That after I can adjust final things here, probably. Yeah, this, let's dissolve and simplify. Here, maybe this is wrong, right? Even though it looked cool, it's starting to. Okay, because here I have a triangle and this is bad. What if I try to dissolve this middle part here? Yeah, maybe I don't need many of these. Okay, I need that. And here I got rid of one face loop. The system will auto subdivide anyways, so what is this one, however? Yeah, so this is happening because this is not looping around as it should. Here it is. Okay, so this is the system. 1, 2 in the front. Maybe I could have 1, 2 in the front, that's right. And then this is a quad connecting, let's see, front, back, and diagonal back. So front, back, diagonal back. So here is the wrong part. This should be connecting backwards, and maybe this means that perhaps this is not relevant. Oh, I see. It's because here I have exactly a central one. So this is what is lacking there. I knew that. Alright, so let's fix that by just creating a something in the middle here. And then here we dissolve that. We can merge that. This can be like that. Of course, then this, they are the ends with the tongue, right? But here we can, yeah, I might have to continue here and whatever. Maybe I can merge that. There's a poor trigon there to solve, but that might be easier now because we haven't finished this part. So let's try to finish that part with merge here. Then we have the requirement to create a quad here. Maybe I can connect here. There we go, it's face looping now. Alright, and then there is some crazy things here. Let's dissolve this face. This is perhaps unrequired, so maybe we can just merge that. Merge that. What is that? Okay, merge that too. And this will be the ready. Mirroring again. Mirroring issues again, indeed. Alright, this is pretty annoying, so. Alright, so let's continue. That part of the tongue, yes, I need. Okay, so this is looping. What happened there? Okay, so this is what should happen. This requires. Okay, so let's merge here. And let's merge here. Alright, then this loops around here. Great. This is not complete. We could dissolve that. And now we subdivide and we create this, and now we can make this thing. Alright, smooth this out. Smooth that part. This is funny to look at. Looks like a, I don't know, a fish head or. Alright, let's continue here. This looks strange. We need to, yeah, okay, to finish that part. I was still dealing with that. Yeah, this is a mess. So you have this face loop. Okay, this goes in a certain way, and now we probably can try to, yeah, let's merge here at once. Then this 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is totally wrong, but it's not a problem since we can dissolve this, and there we go. Now, if I were to see what the subdivision surface modifier is doing, why I cannot assess it. Says this is not subdividing. Why it is working for the rest? There's an option. Right, why don't I see the subdivisions? I don't catch this. It's like I'm missing something here in the viewport display. The option that I'm using is okay, wireframe. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I don't know what I'm forgetting, but I just wanted to see the subdivisions in additional mesh. But we know what the subdivisions do, so it's not like absolutely required. We understand. I see. So this goes in that direction straight, while this loops here and this loops here. Alright, so that's great. Finally. And if I needed more subdivisions here, I could use this middle one, right? So I hope this is not required. So great simplification so far. A lot of spent time, right? Must agree that this might have been a little annoying to watch, but the good part is that it was not a random act, and we ended up with something good, much more regular, organized and symmetrical. And there are more things that we can certainly achieve from that. But now the last part is that I need to solve that part near the bottom of the tongue, right? So here, okay, so this is the central one. That's great. It goes towards that direction. I could even give a different color, but I don't have this system. I can do this system actually. Let's solve that at once. So it would be something like that. I create something here, then I get it like same temp color here, a sign, but I will give it a like a blue color here in default. Oh, of course I need to be looking at that, right? Okay, so just in case I want to check, I need to do that, right? So this is the side thing. I could also use seams here, additional seams. Why not? Since I have gums, or intend to have, mark seam, more subdivisions. Another option, I could make subdivisions here for this area, but I don't think it's required. If this works, then that's good enough. Could give some leverage here, like a pedestal shape here. Yeah, just here. So this starts looking like gums, right? Little better. So this is what I should have done since the start. I will check it in a stylized way. It's kind of cool looking, right? Right? Not sure. The teeth could be really looking cool if we develop them better. I'm not taking much care about the shapes, like definitively you might have perceived. I was more about solving the mesh topology. This tongue, well, there will be a lot of subdivisions here anyway, so maybe I could yeah, maybe there's excessive subdivisions here, and hold on, again I'm suffering with the I always forget that. Okay, all sides it's fixed. Yeah, too much subdivisions for the tongue, right? Of course we'll see how it will behave as we rig it. Okay, so that part wasn't solved yet. So let's simplify the tongue, right? So I believe, yes, a middle would be important, but actually, yeah, there's some shape about the tongue that is interesting. The middle, that means that you'll have like a at least from the top it will have like a, see what I mean? It would be like, oh, this is why I keep hiding the mirror modifier. That's it. I need to work on edit mode, and then everything gets messed up, right? Unless I don't see another way right now. Not on edit mode, I mean I need to see often I'm looking at pose mode, so that's also, yeah, so that part unfortunately we can't see unless we are inside the mouth. Yeah, so something, of course here is exaggerated, but you got the idea. Yeah, so that's why. So I'm looking on edit mode sometimes, and let's smooth that out. Maybe it's dangerous to be smoothing that way. That's why I create those locking topologies. So I'll probably be creating them again at some point, but for now let's see what we can do here. Okay, mesh topology, no, mesh geometry for here. The tip here of the tongue seems a bit weird. I don't know what kind of shape I need to give it, so rotate. Should it be like that? Or the other way around, or none of them? Like, yeah, so maybe this thing, let's grow the tongue from here. Let's try to make something strange here. No, this is not strange, this is okay, except that I think I can get rid of this whole, although it gets in an important thing there, so let's dissolve. I cannot select. Here. No. Oh, Blender. It's going crazy here. Finally. Okay, so we'll dissolve here. Then we... I think this is important. So this face loop is important. And then there would be something there which, yeah, diminished from here. This kind of shape I need here. This can be really reduced, so be rounded. So it's like a bevel thing, right? Alright. Then the shape here, I don't know what should be, but that's what I wanted. Except that mirror modifier made everything here to be problematic once again. Lost the clipping and the merging. Okay, so here we can bring it here. Let's smooth this out also. Let's diminish this thing. Here we should be careful. It's hard to see the shape that I'm working with here. Alright, okay, at least the mirror modifier is still on, right? So that part is fine. Now, maybe I should dissolve that. Let's bring it here. Rotate this in some ways. Let's try to give the tongue some organization. This is tilted in some strange way. So it's maybe this, yeah, this more to the front. Here, I think we don't need that too, so just reducing that. Start to slowly to give the tongue some sort of curvature, which I'm not sure what should be. There's a rest position for the tongue. Oh, we could adapt. This is not really a problem. We should actually, the rest positions of the tongue should be the one that has the most beneficial for deforms, so I don't know. Aha, so here we are lacking some connection, right? So to work with that, I better just start perhaps hiding some stuff, right? Yeah, okay, let's use this as more organized. If I hide this, I lose some material for the tone. some elements. No, it works, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it will help in this part here. So let's dissolve that. This part, yes, let's can work that way. Continuation here straight, or some sort of crazy looping. Same here, continuation here, or some looping around itself. Okay, so this vertex we can merge here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is bad. What's happening there is I'm missing some... No, it seems organized. Except that these faces are unnecessarily... Why they are going this way, right? Oh, I see, this whole vertex here. This is below, and here there's some connection which is being lost. Oh, I see. Okay, let's continue here towards that. And then here there's a problem where I think we need to make some... Okay, so here I meet the similar problematic. Let's see how we solved here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, okay. Yeah, struggling again here with... it'll be perfect if this thing didn't have to be turning around that way. And let's hide this eye, right? It's already too much annoying in our face. Alright, so I'm lacking mesh topology here to make the proper connections. Yeah, it's an impossible quest if I kept this geometry like here, so... This goes there. Okay, so unless I make something crazy here. Don't want to connect that to here, so originally this I think was connected to some faces there, right? Well, actually this is... Okay, we can make a loop around here. Yes, this was the idea. There was a loop. And yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. something like here. One, two, three, four, five. All right, then. Okay, then immediately this will have issues because unless I get this thing here, large tongue, I think this is not necessarily anatomically incorrect. Can already start this thing from here. This face loop is not really required, provided we get this one and we enlarge it and start to place it here. This can start to have in this position. Of course, these seams are nonsensical, clear seam. Now we see that here there's an extra connection which is probably not interesting. So I didn't get rid of that. I shouldn't, yeah, dissolve this thing. It should be important. So it's here. Okay, this is plausible. This how this is now. We can totally merge this thing here. Actually, we can merge this again and again. Here, the problem is that the shape of the tongue doesn't really allow me to treat. It needs to retract here. This is a pentagon. This goes around there. What if this, instead of moving sideways, what could it do? I'm thinking and dreaming about mesh topology. Yeah, I'm crazy about that. Might have imagined already, conceived that already. So the bottom, I could just finish this like that, right? Horrible end for our fellow here. Merge at last, yeah. It works, but does that direction is better than, I don't know, perhaps more subdivision. Well, I could make something better, like here, here, and here. Okay, it's something like that that I have, so at least it's decent now, but in the rules of certain mesh topology work, here I need to investigate what okay, let's just make some subdivision here, and then of course this is not working, so maybe we need to, yeah, something strange happening here. Yes, the problem is, of course, is this vertex, is this edge here. So it's like the tongue should be divided in 3 parts here. Like this part is lower one, and the side part it start to develop here. And so that's it. And yeah, it's a bit strange here how it goes, but it's, yeah, feasible. Then of course here there's probably bad useless, right? And here that part, there would be a hole there. The it's of course is the, okay, so that part here is strange. Yeah, it's being strange, so I need something. So I don't know now how to finish this part. Not that it is absolutely required to be accurate. No one will be seeing this, right? Don't I have excessive topology here? Yeah, I remember why I didn't want to connect here, because then from here there's something going up that will create, all because of this this curving thing that are too simple. This is something I might want to solve later. Okay, so there's still this thing here that, yeah, we won't see that really. It can be like that, but I'm a bit tempted to create another subdivision here to do something, but oh, I see, I've got an idea here. Maybe, what about that, right? Yeah, something like that, but that would have actually will pick from here, right? Exactly. So would be yeah, currently it doesn't make much sense, but it should be able to work. Yeah, but not exactly as I want. I need to reconnect there. Always those things getting in the way. If I try to connect from here, well, there is perhaps a possibility to solve this. Like, what if I started working in this way, right? Yeah, okay, this sounds plausible. This will solve this curvature here, will give more shapes, better shapes in general, and it will help solving that final challenge there. I don't necessarily need this going in that direction. Where it is going right now? Okay, it could go up. This will have to go here. We can merge that. I see. Okay, so I'll be able to do this finally. So subdivide, then we can cut here, then dissolve here, and yeah, well, not exactly as I wanted, but yeah, this goes back anyway, so that's fine. And this can, okay, so there's lack of something here. Yeah, forgot about this factor here. What I do with this? Yeah, I can do just this. How does it? Yeah, so let's already do this for the other, for the, so it's like this, and then here it makes this fine, and I can start going there. We'll see that other aspect later. Music or soundtrack once again. Then okay, let's finish. I want to go to the wave painting of the lips, right? I got into all this stuff, right? As you can see, very important to get this thing good, except that I put too much time on it. It's not very fond of this, but alright, finally, this will help, and this will also help it there, and that and there, that and there. Alright. Finally, that that is achieved, and now we can get better. Oh, forgot here. So what we can do from this is the, okay, so this solves, this is the bottom part, right? Yeah, not, no, I was working on the bottom side. This is the upper part. Alright, so what we do with that? In principle, just do this. How it is the bottom part. Okay, it gets some looping around there. We won't have the tongue to care about in the top, so might end up into a different setup. It can continue like until it connects somewhere like there, right? So I'd prefer, yeah, I'd prefer it goes there, right? Alright, so there's something here. Here, how to deal with that part. There's a trigon here. What if we merge that? I have this crazy thing here. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? No, not wanted, but this thing is cool, and just wanted to simplify that. So in order to simplify that, maybe I just need to start considering merging some stuff, right? Okay, so here this is like turning around here, so this would be, yeah, not like this, but sort of. Let's try to make, now this won't work. What about this going here? Okay, so this goes there, this is fine. This goes there, and this goes still nowhere, so this is what's going wrong. Yeah, because this so how to finish now, this should be pretty simple. It's just a question of alright, I could do this. Yeah, so this last trigon is like that idea to protect, right? So let's see if we can develop those things now. They could be at the very end though, right? Yeah, we could develop this at the very end. So instead of here, and similar we could do could be part of the tongue actually. Behind it shouldn't be a problem. Same here, we could yeah, this is causing trouble, of course. But the tone mesh is protected, except the side one is also, yeah, goes all that side loop there, even selecting. Okay, so no, I give up on these things. This might be bad for the rig itself of the tongue eventually. So if I had to do anything there, I don't know yet how we will solve. So I need just to complete here. I could try okay, let's do that finally, whatever. Just one trigon at the very end part, that should be it. Now let's, yeah, I think that's okay. Let's, now there's some strange shapes there, hold on. Let's adjust some alignments here, just because I saw it very quickly. Now let's solve that, how to say, the shrink wrapping thing, right? It's a long time we haven't addressed it. We could get here on this mode. This is how I was doing it. Also, yes, we need to, okay, so we smooth this out. We're going to start snapping this. We could actually just show this mesh. Yeah, we could do it from inside. Okay, now make sure it's this that we need to snap onto, no, include gnome object, snap on face. We'll use, yeah, continue using that. Mirror modifier is on, that's good. Here I'm not sure. I have less mesh now, so this is dangerous. And this snapping right here would be the first two subdivisions. Like, yeah. Looks strange because, yeah, maybe I should go a little more this time, but, or I should really consider 4. Let's do this for now. If it fails miserably, we'll have to get it closer. One, two, three, 4. Yes, it's about here. We can smooth these ones, but no snapping anymore. Yeah, this will be good. I should perhaps make a subdivision here. Just to have this this part smoother, guaranteed it will be smoother. And here what's happening? I don't quite see what's happening here, so apparently some mesh disorganization. Trying to make the gun thing, right? Since we're here. Reinforce, right, the gun thing. Clearly this mesh is not well smooth. Here also some interpenetrations here. Oh no, don't do that. I affected the other mesh there. Okay, this we can do. Here I see that the mesh is too closed, right? So this was actually interesting to make this subdivision. Yeah, this probably will help. Here yeah, this thing should be more like that. It's complicated faces there. Don't quite understand. Be a case of perhaps a single subdivision here could help. Yeah, so let's see. I see that here it's touching, it's just snapping, but just gonna make sure. No, it's okay. And then I'm not sure about the mirror thing. So let's, okay, it's clipping. Let's test. Finally, let's go back to the armature. Let's see if we can let's see how that interpenetration, if it ever happens, if it's happening. What is that? Something horrible inside of the mouth? Maybe it's wrong shrink wrapping mesh. Let's see how the vertex group, or it's just some crazy wave paint. Wrong mesh. So the connector. Oh yeah, indeed, too much. We need to take off. We created this, right? So we don't need this. Remove. Let's see again. Yes, fine. Then no, it's not this bone, it's this one. Okay, some clipping is happening, but this must be because we are not showing the mirror modifier, and there's nowhere to snap, because now it should be. No, still some ugly deforms inside, but this is, yeah, at least the tongue looks good. The interior, the mouth looks okay. Of course, there are a lot of things here that probably are, yeah, that are horrible, but wave painting there, it's chaotic because we've made too many changes, so the teeth, what is that? This is not teeth, this is Okay, there are wrong waves there, so let's gonna reassess. But it starts to get interesting. You see how the mouth interior, it's not failing us. From an angle here we see inside the some cavity, so this is dangerous. I don't know how to protect this currently, but maybe if we make that really dark, right, there shouldn't be light coming from interior of the mouth in normal cases, right? So it shouldn't be a problem. We can probably create dark lights there inside. I don't know, there should be many solutions to that, or we just don't care. We try to never animate those parts. Alright, so let's fix the waves, right? The waves inside. There's probably some stuff very wrong there. So let's see about that part on the bottom, right? Currently, I think the only deform is the head. Oh, I see here. For some reason, I should have protected here. So let's select, make a full selection, and Shift K. That will solve. What's that? Okay, I don't know how that happened, but just a misclick, probably subtracting stuff. So yeah, the problem is that this gave some work to solve. So here, let's solve this first. Sounds simpler. I don't want to watch this. Let's see this. So the side seems to be fine, except that we've made some revisions here. Okay, we can solve from here. Smooth this a lot. Here we made change, so let's smooth this a lot too. What about here? Let's smooth. Yeah, okay, smooth, just smooth. That upper part, yeah, there's some waves. To pull this slightly, just like here too, could have, yeah, this should be required here too. And then there's yeah, I should pull this, but very, very lightly, like this. And then here, I think I extrapolated. So they are going from here. Well, we can try, right? So let's give them. So there's this loop, this edge loop here. Here. No, not that one. Just this. And here, and it ends here, and it doesn't go around there, and it stops here and here. Maybe it's too much also. So let's use take off. Yeah, there's waves there that probably are not required. Yeah, let's reduce this. Here I believe, not sure about this part. Let's subtract even this part here. Let's subtract. For now, let's subtract here because there's too much weight here, here, and this is the top. Now this is the tongue. Yeah, this doesn't let's not pick these ones, right? This is like the throat, not deform that. And also here, subtract this for now, just reassigned waves here. Yeah, let's do this for these vertices. Then okay, then we smooth this slightly. Here, here, here. That should be okay. These are black. Now we can, yeah, can smooth that, but why not? Here. Yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Maybe this, and yeah, this, whatever. And it would be that, right? Here maybe a little. Alright, that's it. I need to go for a moment, but yeah, maybe, I hope there's still time today to make more of this. Let's see how it's working, if it is working, of course. Alright, so you see that these artifacts they stopped happening. There's a lower part here, not sure this is natural, so I'm going to revise that thing. Okay, so the leaps will be for later, but yeah, this is starting to work. The positioning of the top teeth are, yeah, we don't see them because, so maybe I should reconsider some stuff here. So let's just fix some things here. These vertices, right? Let's just smooth some stuff here. Yeah, something like that. Align these things, then maybe the tone, just some smoothing out. Let's give that here. Let's bring this way. Alright, this sounds maybe a little larger here. Same for that part. Smooth, large, smooth. This part can be higher. Smooth this. The tone, maybe it goes beyond that, right? Could push it forwards. Yeah, there's no reason for it to be that far away. Could rest here. And these maybe could get maybe another subdivision. No, just bring this to the middle here. Looks good enough. These maybe more to the front, enlarge, go up, smooth, move to the front. Let's rotate it like an x-axis, something like that, or y-axis, no. then smooth, selection of multiple, add stuff, smooth. Here this could go down. Alright. That's it, folks, for now. I hope I'll be back later, but that's already many more improved. Oh, look at the interpenetration there. Thanks for watching, take care, and happy blending. We'll be continuing this, and then next time I want to be sure I fix the lips, and there are many other cool stuff on this mouth rig to be done, to come very soon. Bye, folks. See you soon.